Hello, Cancer Masculines. This is Grand Madam with your end of the month of June into first week of July report. Now, the energy I'm using now or working with now can last a month, it can last 2 months. But what we're doing now is we're picking up energy that is dominant in the cluster of Cancer. That means the group of y'all, okay? This is the energy that surrounds you. Also, Mercury will be in retrograde for 2 more weeks. July the 12th is when it moves direct. We are in the sun of Cancer, so things should be hitting you pretty hard. And that's not a bad thing. You should really be pumped up and energized. You should be really getting what you want. And on that note, Cancer masculines, I have pre shuffled 2 decks for you. One is from the Millionaire Mindset deck, and the other is from the Dark Goddess to see what shadow work we need to get done or needs to be exposed so it can be resolved. Let's start with the Millionaire Mindset deck, okay? 3 cards I've pulled for you. It says, to develop a millionaire mindset, you must learn to admire rich and successful people. Rich people admire other successful people. Poor people resent them. If you view wealthy people as bad in any way, you can never be rich, because how can you be something that you don't like? Admire rich and successful people. That's one tip. Tip number 2, and this is very important, believe that you are enough. If you believe you're not enough, you will validate that belief and create the reality that you don't have enough and you are not enough. But if you believe that you're more than enough, you'll create more than enough in every aspect of your life. And the third tip is be willing to do what is hard. If you're only willing to do what is easy, life will be hard. If you're willing to do what is hard, life flips into the easy zone. And those are tips from the Millionaire Mindset. Put those over here. Now from the Dark Goddess, we have the goddess Isis that speaks of resurrection, the goddess Maeve that speaks of determination, and the goddess Uzume, who speaks of persuasion. So let's see what that's all about. I'm using the Vice Versa deck to give us some clarity on these issues here. The energy is all over my ears and my nose, all up in my face, so this should be a good one. Cancer masculines. Now, let's do the quick 5 shuffles. Give me a card on resurrection. Four and 5. The energy is literally trickling down my face. No, it's not sweat. It feels like fabric, but since I don't have any fabric on my face. And then when you reach for it, there's nothing there. So, they're trying to jump, so let me focus. Card for resurrection. The message is from Goddess Isis. What is the resurrection? What is resurrection for Cancer masculines? Resurrection. Come on. Not quite. This came up, but I'm putting back in. That's the Magician reversed. Oh, see, there's nothing there. I hate that. Okay. The motor you hear is coming from out back. Okay. All right. Way out back. All right. Cancer masculines. They dropped 3. The first, oh wow. This is the King of Wands. This is the go-getter. This is the creative genius. This is the one who practices the law of attraction without even trying. They come up with an inspired idea and they go for it. This is also the king of sexual prowess. Wow, 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 wow. So that could very well be you, Cancer masculine, if you're male, because there are some females that have masculine traits who are under Cancer. Also, hmm, now right underneath of it, however, this is my I'm too old for this mess card. Four of Swords. This king is tired. This king was in a situation where there were Three of Swords and things went south, and now there are one more sword here to cut all of that foolishness out of his life. And I'm picking up masculine energy strong. So some of you very easily may have been in a third party situation again. These are the Three Swords is heartbreak because of threesome. And that fourth sword has come to cut it all away and laid things to rest. Also, that fourth sword will cut anybody off who tries to relive it or resurrect the third party situation. Interesting choice of words. Now we have the Hangman, Pisces energy. So, those of you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or other parts in your chart that is dominant with water, you're stuck. You have suspended a relationship. You have suspended a situation. You have suspended yourself. You've called a pause, put a pause on it. And when I say pause, that doesn't mean it's ended. It means it's on pause. So what I'm looking at here is the potentiality of resurrecting an old relationship that was part of a third party scenario. Resurrection, bringing it back from the dead. Let's look at determination. Oops. They just flew out my hand. Hold on. Top of the card, heartache. There's those three swords I was telling you about. Did I call it or did I call it? And here is the Eight of Wands. Swift communication, one night stands. Pick which one is relevant to you. Now, these are falling under determination. Does that mean you're determined to what? Communicate with someone regarding this third party heartbreak? Let's see. I'm going to put those there. All right, Spirit, I've called on your collective Cancerian spirit guides and angels. Give me a card on the Eight of Wands and the Three of Swords. It's the other way around. Three of Swords and the Eight of Rods or Wands here. And Spirit is having me focus on the 3 and the 8. 3 plus 8 equals 11. Someone could have had a twin flame involved in a third-party relationship that went south. Twin flames are ordained by God. They're sent by God. So if you screw that up, all right, what do you want? What will you have me tell them? Whoa! Oh my goodness. Should I? Well, I guess. All these cards fell out. Wait a minute. There's too many cards. Let's start one card at a time, Spirit, because I couldn't even tell you what order they fell in. I'm gonna put them back. I mean, that's just too daggone many. I'm gonna put them back in here. It's not the one up here. Oh shucks. Okay. All right. Give me a card on determination. Three of Swords. 8. They're falling out 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at a time. No, I said a card. Give me a card. Give me a card for determination, 3 of swords, and the 8 of wands. For some of you, you may be going back to get a quickie from the one you broke off from, with the one you broke off from. Quickie sex, the one night stand move, because the 8 of wands are also, that's quick sex. That's the quickie. Now, two cards fell out. One is the 6 of wands. This is the card of victory. This is also the card of having something brought to your attention. And with that, we have the 5 of swords. The 5 of swords and the 6 of wands says you beat this some kind of way. Probably when it ended. You beat this. See the gentleman walking away? Or you were beaten by this, but this is the card of victory. This card talks about manipulation, mind games, and outright fighting. Outright war games. Sparring. And this fellow lost because this guy has taken his sword from him. So, Cancer masculines, what I'm seeing is this, is you may have been involved or may have been pulled into a third-party situation, but you have taken the sails out of that when you walked away. You were determined, hell-bent and determined to get out of it, and you did. Okay. Is there anything else you want to say about this? Yeah. This is the Hermit card. This is the card of seeking the answers. If it's this way, it's seeking the answers within. But with it this way, some of you went mystical on it. Some of you went to readers. Some of you are psychic enough to be readers. And see that in the back? Some of you discovered the third party through dreams. Some of you actually did scrying in the mirror. Scrying is when you focus in a mirror or a reflective surface to the point where you can literally see a vision. Wow. Wow. So, with determination, determining that you were in a third-party scenario, you moved away from it. So now let's do a card for persuasion. What is the message of Goddess Uzume? The Goddess Uzume says persuasion is the key to success in all negotiations. Persuasion is the key to success in getting everything you want. So let's see what Spirit has regarding you getting what you want with your persuasion. Oh, 10 of Wands. The old man is carrying a heavy burden. I'm not calling you an old man, Cancer masculines. But he picked up this burden on his own to carry to the statue. Now, for some reason, he's not leaving the burden at the statue. He's walking away and he's carrying this away. So it's like he is still burdened by the situation, but he is walking away from a destination point. He's like, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. And these burdens are all, they're wooden, they're rods, wands. So that's all the inspiration and fire that was put in a situation that has become burdensome. All the inspiring ideas you had, all the inspirations that you acted upon, all the things that were done now have sorrow and regret attached to them. They're heavy, heavy on the heart. And here is Sagittarius, Temperance, Jupiter energy. You're trying to strive for balance, but before you can get with balance, you've got to drop the burdens. Now, what does that have to do with persuasion? You will need persuasion to pull it all together. To pull what all together again? The relationship you desire. The burdens must be dropped, and you must find balance in yourself, and you're going to have to take your time. Wow. And use persuasion. What are you persuading? What is this? Give me a card for temperance. What is this persuasion regarding with temperance? Well, you would. Everything is in moderation, and to balance, you wouldn't go gung ho trying to take something or force something. You would negotiate and use persuasion. And some of you are trying to resurrect a dead relationship or a relationship that was annihilated with a third party scenario here. So that's interesting. Give me a card on temperance, please, Spirit. Okay, no. Then we're going to do the tarot reading. Okay. I thought I could get more information that way. I see I cannot, so I'm going to have to do it this way. I'm going to use format extended Celtic cross. That'll give me a little more insight as to what happened, why it happened, what happened to it. What's going on with the Cancer masculine these days to cause Cancer masculine to want to resurrect something with great determination and persuasion. One more, two more. Spirit said two more shuffles. Come on. One more still. Okay, Spirit. So that was three more shuffles. All right. Now, okay. First card, overall energy is the Knight of Pentacles. This is a card of materialism. This is a card of being invited being invited to or enlisted in a money-making opportunity. However, the problem is that this is the slowest knight of the deck. Whatever you invested in, your yield is very, very slow coming, if it comes at all. So let me see. This horse is standing still. This horse is standing still. So nothing may come of it at all. This is the Hierophant, but it came up like this. Someone has turned their back on their religious upbringing, their family traditions and culture, and on a relationship, an agreement of some kind. Which is probably why there's no yield here. And look at this. Now we have the Knight of Wands, or the Knight of Rods. This is Sagittarius energy. So some of you Cancers may have a Sagittarius moon, or a Sagittarius may have a Cancer moon, or Mars in Cancer. This is a card of flightiness, movement, constant, in and out, in and out, in and out. This is all, yeah, just like that. Here on Monday night, they over here. You know? This is what caused the problem. This is also a card of relocation, so someone may be moving. You know, going back to this Hierophant here, someone may also have turned their back on a marriage. Let's see. Which is why nothing is happening right about now and why someone has to move. Oh, okay. I thought he was a ghost there. Here's the Eight of Pentacles. But do you see this figure right here? It's a ghostly figure. Someone put a lot of work, a lot of attention, a lot of energy into something that wasn't there, wasn't really all there. Something had not formed. And here we have the Eight of Cups. This is someone who is not receiving what they thought they had. Eight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles in this deck. Look at the pictures carefully. Whatever they were working on over here, it wasn't real. And now they're stuck over here. Just waiting for something to happen. But you see what's happening over here? Here comes that meteorite. And whenever the meteorite shows up, that is a definite indicator of major change. Major change taking place. Also, 2 8s is time cut in half. So the time that it took to accomplish something was cut in half. And the way I'm feeling about this was a relationship that did not get off the ground, could not get off the ground because there was no foundation. I don't see foundation at all. I see foundation brought to a halt, a stop. It was like on the way to set it up, but something knocked all of it down. And this is the Empress. She's turned her back. Empress, Empress. Empress has left the situation. This is also female success. Female success in that this is the goddess of nature. This is Gaia. This is the married woman or a woman she's definitely the matriarch. Self-sustaining, very calm, sure of herself. She's turned her back on this scenario. This is about a relationship, y'all. Put my glasses over there. This is about a relationship that went pooey. And ooh. And this, okay, is the Judgment card. This is the card of lovers, not Judgment. I saw the angel and thought it was something else. This is Judgment, but look at this. On this side of the card, we have the angel guiding the two lovers. On this side of the card, the two lovers are on their own. And look at the symbolism. You've got the Star of David, and housed within it is the sign of Mercury. Mercury in Cancer. Communication needed. You've got the burning bush on the other side. So they have the direction they need to go in, but they also have the free will to ignore all of it. Here's a couple that's on their own. This couple is not divinely guided. Oh, I just noticed that. Whoa! alchemical symbols on the backs of the lovers here. One seems to have the woman has an inverted triangle on her back, and the man's has a triangle upright on his back. Can you see that? They're almost alchemical. They seem to be going in two different directions. Earth and air, maybe, but that's not the exact symbol of the earth or the air in alchemy. And these things, oh, these are vases. Gold and silver vases at the top. We'll see what's going on with them. Because that, hold on a second. I know the couple are on their own, but that is a lot of symbolism. Yeah, guided by God, on your own. The energy is much cooler here than on the other side and more balanced. The lovers are alone now. The archangel is gone. There is a sense of calm rather than urgency. It should soon be easier to see where you're going and how you'll get there together. Consider how your elemental qualities complement those of your significant other, where they create an explosion and where they come together in perfect union. So they've received the guidance, and the angel has set them free to follow it. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. I haven't finished laying the cards down yet. Okay, so one's building, investing in a ghost. The other is waiting on a dream. Is waiting on their ninth cup to come about. They're sitting there waiting, and they know something's coming because of the meteorite. Okay. The card of concern is the High Priestess, Pisces energy. She who knows. The keeper of the wisdom, the keeper of the esoteric secrets. She is the keeper of the secrets. The biggest concern here seems to be the unknown. Secrets. Mm. This is the Six of Pentacles. See this? See the male figure as the giant hovering over the village, trying to decide who to give what to or how to distribute the wealth. Wow. So that what that says is that yeah, someone was in there's that third party business again, giving to one this, giving to the other that, and now, oh my God, it's over. Now this person's got the headache the size of Texas. They're in church, they're praying. They've been left behind, they're abandoned, or in the hopes and fears, they're afraid of being left behind, but they have been. 10th. Oh, okay. And they have been left behind by a Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. She is the Earth Mother. She is the one who is nurturing and nourishing at the same time. She knows how to take money, take the material things, and create something out of it. She's a businesswoman. She's a mom. She's a householder. She's wifey. She's wifey. So looking at this and looking at this, someone is afraid of being abandoned by the Queen of Pentacles. Oops, that was the other way around. But the card came up like this. So she's turned her back. Move this stuff out the way. All right, now see, I've seen it. So which way do I go with this? Either way. Okay. Here again is a card of sailing away. See the cups left on the beach turned over? This is the Four of Cups. That ship has sailed, which is probably the relationship that you want to resurrect, and you're determined to resurrect, but you're going to need a lot of persuasion to get this started. That ship has sailed. And now you're trying to figure out what should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I do should I? Okay, this is the Death card. The Death card is the transformation card, and this falls on your mental challenge. The situation has died. So now, how do I resurrect this? Emotionally, the emotional challenge is trying to calm yourself down because you have anxiety through the roof. Anxiety can turn into something physical where you'll suffer weight loss, loss of appetite. You'll walk around looking like a skeleton, and you're going to make yourself super sick. Super sick. And with this coronavirus floating around, my baby, do not do this too long because it's going to trigger any kind of abnormalities you have within your body. This is the card of anxiety. No, I wouldn't suggest Ambien for anyone. No. Mm-mm, mm-mm. This is in your love challenge or your emotional challenge. Anxiety is an emotional challenge, and you're going to have to deal with that. And if you can't deal with it, it's going to turn into the general anxiety disorder. And then you're going to need a professional. Okay, outcome. This is sweet. You are hell bent and determined to have a new lifestyle. You're starting over from scratch. You've got money coming in, and you're going to get your love back. That is your goal. And it looks to me like you're going to get it, Cancer Masculine. This is the Ace of Pentacles. This is the granddaddy of it all. This is your Ten of Cups, your Ten of Pentacles, all wrapped up into one. All wrapped up into one. So, channel that anxiety into a plan or a strategy. Understand you got a 50% chance of winning and a 50% chance of losing, and focus on the winning and manifest what you want, my dear. This is Grand Madam, wishing you much love.